This is How'd Korea.
So, Gojong. Yeah, Gojong is the king that handed Korea over to Japan on a silver platter.
The
basically.
prime minister.
His prime minister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's prime minister.
Yeah, Gojong's prime minister.
Okay, yeah.
And then this was very interesting because most of the kings, or all the kings in the history, there are 27 kings. And
27 or 37?
there's 27. I thought it was 37, but it's 27. Yeah.
Okay.
So 27 kings before Japan invades and takes over. And then all of them, their names. So these aren't really their names. It's more of their titles, apparently. And most of their titles / names ends with Chong or Cho. And I think that means king. I don't know. But then there's two that ends with Kun. So the 15th king is Gwanghae Kun. And then the 10th king is Yeonsan Kun. And the reason that their names end with Kun is because they were dethroned. Like they were overthrown. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember hearing about the reason, but I don't exactly remember why.
Yeah.
But that was super interesting to learn about that too. And then going back to what you said, I think it was Gojong's wife. And she basically, the Japanese considered her a threat because she was basically like the person in command, right? She was making all those.
And the Korean people loved her.
I fucking went apeshit over her, right?
And at the same time, that woman, she went to the Soviets during that time because she wanted help from the Soviets to get rid of the Japanese in Korea. So obviously, the Japanese saw that as she's a huge problem.
Yeah. So what they did was they drove swords through her. They like invaded her palace.
The Ronin.
Straight up like ninja style.
Ninja style.
I mean, I'm smiling, but it's not because it's funny. It's just like
it's wild.
You see in a movie, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like.
I'm sure there's probably a movie about that.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I'm sure there's a movie too that we just don't know about. But there was a photo that I saw this morning, and he was doing a presentation about Japanese occupation in Korea, and there was a photo, and it was done by like a French magazine. So, the drawing, the people looked French. It was a Korean portrayal. It was a portrayal of what happened in Korea to this queen.
But the people looked French.
And it was just weird. It was interesting. But you just see this woman lying on the floor, and these like Japanese Ronin, like fucking swords, like samurai swords, like jumping on top of her about to stab her, and it's like it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And it really happened, right? They invaded the palace and they killed this woman, and then they kind of secured their foothold in the country.
And I think that her husband also, he fled. I think he fled to the Soviet Union or Russia or wherever. He fled, but then they like sort of forced him to come back because he needs to run the country or take care of the country or something.
After his wife was killed?
Yeah. And I think that's probably when he decided, no, fuck this. Let me just sign it or something.
Because they invaded the palace.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, that makes